A very good evening from the Birsa Mundo Hockey Stadium in Rarh. It is time for match 24, which is the final match in round 6 of the Hero Hockey India League 2024-2025, and it should be an absolute belter. We have third place playing fourth place as the UP Rudras take on the Shrachi Rarh Bengal Tigers. A win to either side will lift them into second spot on the league ladder. So plenty to play for, and we're expecting both teams to really go for the victory. So we will go pitch side now because I believe they are ready to toss the coin.
Hello everyone! It's time for an epic showdown between Shrachi Rarh Bengal Tigers and UP Rudras. With me are the captains all in readiness. Rupinder Pal Singh and Hardik Singh, and umpires are ready for the toss.
We start the game.
You start the game. Shrachi Rarh Bengal Tigers have won the toss and they will start the play.
So as we've seen so many times, the team that wins the toss has opted to start with the ball. And Rupinder Pal getting one over his good pal. And that is Hardik Singh, the captain of the UP Rudras. The umpires make their way out, and tonight we have Gurbaj Singh of India and Yusho Sikh from Korea, and our video umpire is Anand Dangi from India. And here they come. Hardik comes out ahead of Rupinder Pal, and then the goalkeepers, they lumber out, and they will take their place along the centre of the field of play and be introduced to the crowd. Well, here is the team lineup for the Rudras. James Mazzarello starts in goal, but for me, it's the forward line, Sudeep Chamarko, Sam Ward and Lalit, that have to combine with the midfield of Hardik, Vortelbohr and Tanguy Cousins.
Quick look at the Tigers lineup. Jamie Carr starts in the goal. Tim Cross and Jugraj Singh with Rupinder Pal and Hayden Belts bringing up the back. Jaskaran, Bokhart and Puana bring up the central. And look out for the players in front. Abhishek, Florent Van Abel and Sukhjit Singh.
10,
9,
8,
7,
6, 5, 4,
3.
2, 1. Let's play.
Well, finally, all the lights came on just as we got to Let's Play, which was just as well because I was worried that some of them weren't coming on.
That was a countdown for the lights too, was it, Ashley?
Must have been. There's a little man at the back just flicked the switch to turn them all back on. It is the Shrachi Rarh Bengal Tigers that get us underway. Comes wide now to Hayden Belts from Tim Cross. Very important game for both these teams, and that should be, well, I would have thought that was danger. It wasn't brought under control by Sukhjit. The player behind had to take evasive action, and that was Priyabhata Talim, and I could say I was in the warm-up. Priyabhata Talim was actually joining in with the drag flicking. He has been known to be a drag flicker in India, but we've seen the overseas players have been the preferred flickers for the Rudras, so maybe tonight they will use an Indian player.
Yeah, it's been a concern for all the teams, the drag flicking and the penalty corner conversions. So maybe going deeper into the tournament, we will find new people coming into the fray.
I think we'll have to. Bokhart cleverly, well, I thought he found the foot of Hardik, but great pass by him. Into the circle it goes now. Trying to get something there is Puvana. It should be controlled now by Rupinder Pal. He's going to be put under a little bit of pressure by Sam Ward, and in fact Ward has stolen it. Slips, gets the pass away though. Into the circle they come now. UP Rudras, can they get the pass across the circle? Chamarko is still doing good work. He's being held up though brilliantly at the moment. Great work by Hayden Belts, then he lifts the ball dangerously.
Credit to Hayden Belts on the defensive work.
Good ball to Vortelbohr. Vortelbohr now in a foot race. He's got the ball past and Finlay lost his stick. It's Lalit back to Vortelbohr. Vortelbohr into the circle. Short pass from him, but unfortunately had a little bit too much on it for Sam Ward.
Just thought he got stuck in two minds, whether to go for the goal. There's a little bit of a check shot trying to find Sam Ward.
Jasjit plays it to Finlay. Comes wide to Gautier Bocard. Pass forward from him, found Sam Lane. Finlay again. New Zealand and Belgium combining well. Bocard into the circle. Bocard does better than that. He puts it in the back of the goal past James Mazzarello. It's the opening goal for the Tigers.
They're roaring, are they? Like a hot knife through butter, Bocard just ran through the central defense of the Rudras. What were they doing? And he didn't even have to take a hit on that. Got past 3 of them, and before the 4th could bring him down, just with a strong push, find the corner of the goal, and outstretched legs of the Mazzarello could not keep that out.
Thought about carrying on, then he's now got himself in a little bit of a pickle, plays it into Hardik, who tried to do well, but that was brilliantly stolen that time by Sukhjit. And now the ball comes wide to Van Aubel. Sukhjit made a good run clear. Over the top it goes, Mazzarello claws it away. Brilliant shot by Puvana. And it's a penalty corner has been awarded to the Tigers.
Mazzarello had to make the first save when the ball was bobbling up. There was a Tigers player behind him. And a good follow-up by Puvana. Mazzarello had to cut that off and closed him down. A good save.
Jugraj at the first battery, Rupinder Pal at the second. It goes to Jugraj. He flicks and the duck is broken. Jugraj gets the goal and the Tigers are 2-0 up.
Just seemed to have come off a deflection of the charger. We'll have a look at that again, but they all matter. Whether it's direct or off a deflection, it's 2-0 to the Tigers.
And look at the reaction from Colin Batch. Jugraj, though, the goal scorer, 4 goals now in the tournament. And that's just simply played onto the foot. So it will be a free hit to the Tigers just inside their own half. Pindapal deep in conversation with Gursuak. Looks to go infield, lovely diagonal pass to Tim Cross. Short pass now, Afan Youssef spinning inside the circle. He's like a pirouetting harlequin. Great ball, and it's going to break kindly. Good save, Mazzarello. Back it goes, and it's a goal. And it is, well, that's just what Colin Batch wanted. 3-0 now to the Tigers.
They are on fire, aren't they, the Tigers?
Thank you very much, says Sukhjit. Short pass, and I'm sure they will just run the clock down. Just 10 seconds left. It comes to Tim Cross. He might play it forward. He does indeed. Afan Youssef now sets off. Can he get in the circle and win a penalty corner to his side? There goes the hooter. He tried to, but after the hooter. But what a start by the Shrachi Rarh Bengal Tigers. Really caught the Rudras on the back foot. And they're going to have a bit of a hill to climb at the moment, the Rudras. James Mazzarello will be very disappointed. The whole team disappointed with the 3rd goal, as they felt that they were hard done by with a decision. 3 circle penetrations for the Rudras, 7 for the Bengal Tigers, and 4 shots. But the score at the first break is UP Rudras 0, Shrachi Rarh Bengal Tigers 3. Second quarter about to get underway. Not surprisingly, the Tigers, very quick words from Colin Batch, their coach, and they were back out there early. Paul Van Ast talking a little bit longer to the Rudras. Just wonder whether he had enough time to get them to restructure.
I think what the Tigers have done very well in the first quarter. We'll get back to that after
Brought
this.
down inside the circle, lifted into Mazzarello. That was a great run again by Hayden Belts that time.
And not just a great run, how well did he bring that down? The first touch was so good, and just trying to place it above the standing goalkeeper. Not to be this time around.
Hardik. Quick pass from him to Lars Bolt, playing a little bit further forward than we're used to. Bolt will play on quickly. Oh dear, that was a clash of heads. And Lars Bolt, I think, got a nasty blow right on the forehead.
He just ran into him, didn't he? That didn't look very good.
Kane Russell once more. Kane Russell, who was, I believe, a very talented javelin thrower in his youth. Vortelbohr into the circle. Oh, it's a good save, but it's going to be a penalty corner.
It's a penalty corner to UP Rudras.
Vortelbohr seems to be asking for a penalty stroke, is he? But again, a good strong run from him into the G.
I think he was asking for a stroke, but they don't have their referral, of course. In he goes here. And then just falling on the ball is Jamie Carr.
He just tried to lift it over Jamie Carr while he was falling, but just didn't get the elevation required to put it in the goal.
So 18% conversion rate for the Rudras. Good opportunity for them now with Russell at the first battery, Sam Ward at the second. They go with Russell, and Russell denied by sharp save by Jamie Carr.
Yeah, he just palmed that away, did he? Jamie Carr made it look so easy.
So we're halfway through the second quarter. Rudras trying to find a goal from somewhere just to close the gap and give them a chance of pulling level. Tigers bench watching on from the side. They would just love a goal before the half-time break if they could get one. Comes wide again to Shrachi Tiwari. Down the line he goes and just played over the side by Tim Cross. Tigers would have loved that to have gone in just to keep the ascendancy. With a goal in each quarter. Brought down again into the circle. Trying to turn. I often see Surrender Kumar that far forward. That's a brilliant steal. Almost turned over though. And it has been turned over in a fairly physical challenge there, just giving Cossins a shove. Two Belgian teammates just letting each other know that this is business. Aubrey again goes to Bolt wide on the right-hand side. Short pass to the baseline. Trying to slide that one in. Good defence, Rupinder Powell. Helped out as well by Jasjeet. Tigers combining well. Now in the corner they go. Dokia. Good work by him. It's a free hit. Bolt will take it quickly. Goes to Aubrey, who drills it in to the post. It's saved though. Oh, it's lifted up. And well, only the goalkeeper under there, but it was claimed to be dangerous. So Uttar Pradesh Rudras get their second penalty corner of the match. And what a time to score this would be, with 6 seconds left on the clock until half-time. Smashed in by Aubrey. Strong challenge coming in by Hayden Belts. He knew straight away it was going to be a penalty corner. Cossins is at the first battery. Jasjeet's at the first, Cossins is at the second. They go to Cossins, he flicks straight into the first one. A ricochet is a good one, but a good save again by Jamie Carr. And there will be no second penalty corner. Rudras, I think, were thinking about it, but of course they don't have a referral. Cossins and Belts, well, it looked as if it might have caught his foot there. And look at the celebration. And he turns to Cossins when the decision goes his team's way. Well, the Rudras will go in for the long break. Jamie Carr, bit of a smile on his face. And certainly the Tigers are happy. Hardik gives the evil eye to somebody. So 6 circle penetrations for the Rudras. Well, they have had shots. They've had about 3 or 4. 12 circle penetrations and 6 shots for the Tigers. Score at half-time. Rudras 0, Shrachi Rarh Bengal Tigers 3. Well, the second half about to get underway, and it will be the Rudras trailing 3-0 who get us underway. They have to find a way back. We just heard Paul Van As say, if we play like we did in the first half, there's no way back. Hopefully he found some words of inspiration. Oh, a lovely intercept as well. Trouble now. Wide for Lane, laid across, and Afan just a little bit too late. Although a penalty corner has been awarded. Into the circle, across it came. Prashant Chauhan now to try and keep them at bay. Jugraj and it's gone in, I think, off the keeper. So Jugraj gets his second, the Tigers get their fourth.
Yeah, great execution of a drag flick from Jugraj going to the right. He should do better than that. It was pretty much straight to him, Chawan, off his pad.
It's to jink infield, but has to go back to Kane Russell. Bulk again, feeds it down the line. Priyabhata square to the top of the circle. What a shot that was, and what a save from Jamie Carr.
How quickly did he take that? He's a tall man. What did well on top of the circle, finding space, just sped into the D. A great tomahawk, but how good a save yet again.
So Jamie Carr has just asked for a second or two to get his composure back. That one struck him with quite a lot of venom. And he's back under the bar now as the long corner's taken. Nice turn by Lalit. He's won a penalty corner. Can the Rudras pull one back now?
Yeah, Lalit is so good with receiving the ball on top of the circle. Knew what exactly he wanted to do. Just turned him in and got his team a penalty corner. But can they make it count is the question.
They shift slightly to the right. They go to Russell. And it's going to dribble it. No! Saved on the line. It's another penalty corner, but somehow the Tigers kept that one out.
Well, the Rudras did everything right. Russell with a flick. Save just off the goal line.
Well, that was Van Albel behind the keeper, jumping over his keeper to keep it out. Goes to Russell again. He flicks hard. Goes into the first runner. Shot saved again by Carr. Squared. Should go in.
Laid across. It all happened in front of the goal mouth, but no damage done.
Tigers knocking it around. Jazji carries it over the 23. Goes to the air. Should be brought down, but wasn't brought down initially. Gusawak feeds it to Abhishek. Abhishek, good stick work, got away from Lars Bolt. Beautiful pass to square it, top of the circle. Just a little bit behind the player. Will be kept in by Gusawak. Gusawak now a little bit of space along the baseline for him. Cuts back infield onto the forehand. Pops it across the D. It'll be a penalty corner. Good work by Gusawak.
Very patient on the ball was a Gursevak, but initially very well set up by Abhishek.
Rupinder at the second battery, they go to him. Good save again from Prashant. Still alive, Abhishek. Oh, Prashant, but it went back, unfortunately, straight into the body of Kane Russell.
Two saves by Prashant, first on the drag flick, did well, and on the rebound.
They go to the first battery this time, and it's a long corner. Not a bad effort coming in that time from Yogesh Malik.
Spalk with the charge out straight into the line of the drag flicker. The Tigers are coming back with an attack.
Jazji into the circle. Bolt, good stop by him. Finds Sudip. Go, the hooter goes, and that is the end of the third quarter. Just the one goal conceded after the break by the Rudras. Prashant will be a little bit disappointed that he let it get past him. It was a penalty corner. Another one for Jugraj. If we look at the stats, 7 penalty corners to 4, and they've had their chances, the Rudras, but at the final break, it's UP Rudras 0, Bengal Tigers 4. Well, welcome back. This is the final match of round 6, and a win to the Tigers will lift them back up into second spot. They're in the box seat at the moment, leading by 4 goals to 0. 15 minutes to play. Is there a way back for the Rudras, or will the Tigers pile on the agony? It's brought down well by Cossins. They're fighting hard, the Rudras. Vortelborg on the far side drills it in, but that is going to be a penalty corner. Jugraj turned to the umpire, didn't agree with it.
Yeah, we've seen games change in a jiffy. Actually, you never know what's in store. This cross ball into the D, coming off the defender stick into the body of Ward, and a penalty corner for them.
So 5th penalty corner for the Rudras. Can they find the back of the net this time around? Russell is at the first battery. Cosines is at the second. Both have scored from penalty corners before. They go to Cosines, saved again by Jamie Carr, and a really good clearance by him. It was played forward and immediately put under pressure was Prashant Bala.
Going to the right of Jamie Carr, his outstretched leg.
Here they come inside the circle. Sorry to interrupt, but there's an attack going on, and there's a goal being scored. Abhishek gets a 5th for the Tigers. Really good counter-attack by them, and Abhishek just hammers that home.
What a counter that was. Abhishek is not going to miss from that angle with a pretty much open goal, but he still had a lot to do. Went with the first try, held it back, had the defender out of his way, and let fly, finding the back of the net. It's 5-0 to the Tigers.
Well, if they can keep a clean sheet, it really will, especially after they let in 6 against Kalinga Lancers. But that was just a really bad day at the office, you felt, for the Tigers. Played forward that time by Priyabhata. Sam Ward played it straight into the foot of Cross. Priyabhata comes forward again. Goes back now to Russell. Square to Lars Bulk. On the outside, just cutting infield. And that was lifted, but it's been allowed to play on. There's a great chance for Ward. Spins, and a penalty stroke has been awarded to the Rudras. I think Jugraj is saying it was lifted high into the circle.
Are you hello? Yes. Just looking for the dangerous ball when it into the passing.
Okay. I will check any dangers or not.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
My initial reaction when that ball was played that it was dangerous, but the umpire let it go. But did anyone have to take evasive action?
Yeah, that's the question. It was a raised ball, but was any defender in the path of that?
There is no clear reason to change your decision. It's a stroke, and Tiger lose their referral.
So the decision is upheld, and the Tigers, they lose their referral. So both teams now lost their referral, and the captain Hardik comes forward to take the penalty stroke and to try and beat a man who's looked as if he can't be beaten all night, Jamie Carr. Jamie Carr, the Irish goalkeeper, 74 caps for Ireland. Plays his hockey though in Belgium. Hardik versus Carr. The whistle goes. Hardik sends him the wrong way, and that's an emphatic finish by the captain.
Great deception on that execution from Hardik. Sent Carr totally the wrong way and finding the right chop of the goal. 5-1 to the Tigers.
Vortelbor will get this one. He loves to charge at the circle, and just a touch. Well, no, it wasn't. I thought there was a touch from the defender, but last touch was from Vortelbor, and over the baseline it went. Here come the Rudras again. And look at the defence there. Hayden Belts, I think he knew exactly what he was doing. Another penalty corner. Penalty corner number 6 now for the Rudras.
Yeah, pretty much against run of play for the Rudras. The ball stolen from the Tigers. Center of the ground, just bulldozing his way into the D and earning his team a penalty corner.
Well, if they can get one now, you just wonder what might happen. So Ward is at the first battery, Cosines at the second. Haven't seen Ward flick too much for the Rudras as yet. They go to Ward, and it's in the goal. So Sam Ward gets them a second. They have a lifeline.
Have they set off the panic button for the Tigers? Ward with a classical execution between the goalkeeper and the postman. So difficult an angle to pick up for the defense.
Oh, sorry, +2. But now find themselves just +1 again. Again, Gurjot, good work by him, and he's won a penalty corner. They've got no referral left. Jugraj always happy to have a word with a player, and they're carrying on their contretemps.
Doing well to shield the ball between his body and the defender. Just lifted off his stick, so the penalty corner for the Rudras.
The Tigers' defence quickly get behind the line before the clock runs down. Injected to Ward. Ward flicks again. It's gone off the keeper into the roof of the net. They've got a third, but you just wonder if it's too little, too late.
They've not given up, have they, Ashley? Ward, a lot of time on this flick, coming off Jamika's left glove into the top of the net.
Well, Sam Ward will be very pleased. Those are his first goals of the Hero Hockey India League. He's got 2 tonight, which takes our grand total to 105. Vortelbort cuts infield. The clock is in the final 10 seconds. This needs to be played into the circle quickly. Gurjot plays it in, but there's no touch for the Rudras. And despite a gallant effort in the final quarter, it is the Tigers who come out on top in this battle between 3rd and 4th place on the league ladder. And that win will lift the Tigers now up into 2nd spot after 6 rounds of matches in the Hero Hockey India League.
An absolutely commendable performance by the Tigers. Pretty much had it sealed in the first quarter. I thought Ashley made it difficult for the Rudras to come back into the game.
Well, if you've got a 3-goal lead in the first 15 minutes, it's always going to be hard to come back from there. Rupinder Pal pats his teammate on the back. Prashant, well, he came on for the Rudras, made a couple of good saves. He'll be disappointed with the first penalty corner that he conceded. But other than that, did well. Mazzarello, well, he'll be relieved as well. It was a tough night for Mazzarello. Circle penetrations, 15, only 3 shots. I think they had more than that, the Rudras. 21 circle penetrations, 5 goals for the Bengal Tigers. The final score, UP Rudras 3, Shrachi Rarh Bengal Tigers 5.